behalf of Fraternal Order Police Lodge 99, Charles Hammond Lodge, and all the local agencies here in Muskegon, I want to thank you all for coming to our Police Week Police Memorial Service. It's something that we are always excited to do. There's a select group of people that put a lot of effort into this, and I think you'll find it worthwhile, worth your time. So again, I appreciate you coming. To start off, I want to call the Honor Guard forward to present the American flag, if you would. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like to call Commissioner Terry Sable to the podium. He is one of our current county commissioners. He's also had a long history of law enforcement service, and I'll let him present his program here.
Thank you, Sheriff. It really is an honor to be here in memoriam today of our fallen officers. Working as a police officer back in the mid-90s at the Muskegon Heights Police Department, I became involved in some discussions with one of our other officers about having a police memorial service / dinner. And as that conversation continued, we knew that we were probably biting off more than we could chew just with the two of us. So we decided that we wanted to contact the Fraternal Order of Police to talk with them about it and to see if we could get them on board. And when we did, surprisingly, they were telling us that they were thinking of the same thing in regards to maybe having some kind of a police monument, police memorial, such as what we have here. So really, we hit the timing of it just right. And really what we were trying to accomplish was we wanted to make sure that our younger officers always knew what had happened and remember those families that the families of the officers that were lost and what they're going through. I was actually quoted in 1997 in the Chronicle with this comment: "We thought it would help the families know we haven't forgotten the commitment and sacrifice their family member gave to the community." And I still believe that is in reach yet today. And also now, after moving on from the police department, I find myself as one of the county commissioners on the Board of Commissioners. And we recently enacted this proclamation, which I'd like to read. A County of Muskegon proclamation in support of National Police Week, May 12th through May 18th of 2013, and National Peace Officers Memorial Day, May 15th, 2013. Whereas there are approximately 900,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the Michigan State Police and the County of Muskegon municipal officers. Whereas nearly 60,000 assaults against law enforcement officers are reported each year, resulting in approximately 16,000 injuries. And whereas since the first recorded death in 1791, almost 20,000 law enforcement officers in the United States have made the ultimate sacrifice and have been killed in the line of duty, including Mr. Hazeltine, 1908, Mr. Samuelson, 1908, Mr. Samuelson, 1908, Mr. Hammond in 1925, Mr. Delmar in 1966, Mr. Stark in 1971, Mr. Harris in 1975, Mr. Scott in 1982, Mr. Calkins in 1982, Mr. Flahive in 1994, and Mr. Heikla in 1995 from the Muskegon area. And whereas the service and sacrifice of all County of Muskegon law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty will forever be remembered and honored with a police memorial monument at the Muskegon County Hall of Justice. And whereas May 15th is designated as Police Officers Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and therefore now be it resolved that the County of Muskegon Board of Commissioners, in accordance with President John F. Kennedy's proclamation in 1962, designates May 12th through May 18th, 2013 as Police Week and May 15th, 2013 as Peace Officers Memorial Day, as we publicly salute the service to law enforcement officers in our community and communities across the nation. And that's signed by the Muskegon County Board of Commissioners. And in closing, I would like to say this. As you can see, things change over the years. Different professions, different positions, different people, and different times. But not with these officers, nor with their families. They will never be forgotten. And now I'd like to introduce our State Senator, Jeff Hansen.
Thank you, Terry, and thank you for the honor of joining you today to remember the brave men and women who put their lives on the line every day. All right. I'll move over here. There. Sorry.
Right. Democrats are always bailing you guys out.
They put their lives on the line every single day for our safety and protection. At this service today, we gather to pay tribute to the people who have stepped forward to nobly serve their community. On this day, May 15, 2013, is the 32nd Annual Peace Officers Memorial Day service in Washington, D.C. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy designated May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. The first official memorial took place on May 15th, 1982. On that date, approximately 125 people gathered in Senate Park in D.C. to honor 91 enforcement officers. Every year since, tens of thousands of law enforcement officers from around the world converge on Washington, D.C. to participate in a number of planned events which honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. The national tribute has spread through the years to our local communities, giving officers, families, and residents an opportunity to show their respect and admiration for those who serve close to home. We are so fortunate to have approximately 900,000 law enforcement officers currently willing to serve in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members here in Muskegon County. Just as we recognize those of you on the front line, we celebrate those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. We remember the dedication and care exemplified by these fine individuals, officers who served with compassion, integrity, and genuine concern for their fellow citizens. This time is set aside to honor their courageous deeds. We civilians must do our best to remember the services our public safety personnel provide to us each day. We have an obligation to be responsible citizens and take personal responsibility for the actions that we take every day. Let us strive to help these public safety officials with their duties by being more aware of our surroundings throughout our daily activities. In closing, I urge all residents to join in commemorating our law enforcement personnel, past and present, who, by their faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities, have rendered a dedicated service to their communities. Let us continue to keep our police officers and their families in our prayers. Thank you.